Everton recently signed Beto, and me and my dad are rather fond of him too, as you probably all know. And Everton seem to be in a lot of trouble at the start of this season. So forgive us for doing a rebuild with Everton because we want to use our favourite player of FM23 one final time. Dad, I felt like with the signing of Beto, we're quite big on the lad.
Yeah, he is one of our favourite strikers, isn't he?
And with Everton doing very poorly at the start of the season,
they need this guy to be hit the ground running.
Yeah. They need a rebuild again.
Yeah, again and again and
This
again.
is like the fourth one that we've done for Everton. But I think using the fact that we've got Beto in now, it's time to do one. So let's see what we can do with him. Now, I have spent a little bit more money in this transfer window. I've got the update. I've done the updated date, which means any loan players have actually left.
Yeah.
Because that's unfortunate. That's just how it works. But I thought, never mind. Don't worry about it. We've got Beto anyway. That's the main man that we need. Players that I did sign. One player, Jean-Claire Todibo. Very good centre-back in this game.
Well, we've just signed a striker. We're conceding goals. There you go.
Exactly. We are not playing Sean Dyche tactics here. No. We're going somewhat different.
Oh, it isn't working, is it? 22 games I think he's played so far. Only won 5.
Yeah.
Not working, Sean.
Not very good.
But then he ain't got anybody who's banging the goals in for him. That's the problem,
and I think the Everton fans, they are calling for a sale of the club.
Yeah.
Because that is getting worse and worse.
I think because of how bad the club are doing, the fans staying off Sean's back, which is good really, because I do rate him as a good manager.
Yeah.
You know, he does get the players fighting for him. So hopefully with this signing, they'd start climbing up the league again.
Absolutely. Now, tactically, going for this. It's a 3 at the back, but we also have a wide right back in Nathan Patterson, who's obviously quite good on this game as well. We've got a half back in that role, which will then sit in the centre back position in the game. We've got a winger on attack, which is Dwight McNeil. Of course, he's very good at that. Deep line playmaker, centre midfield on attack, with Beto up front as the pressing forward, with a target forward who we'd like it to be Calvert-Lewin.
But again, he's injured.
Yes. This was at the start of the season as well. So I played a couple of games with him and he was injured and now is out for 7 weeks to 3 months.
It's wretched what's happened though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he took that blow to the face and no fault of his own, and the fans started booing him when he went off, which I thought was a bit strange really, because within seconds you could see the face was out here, wasn't it? You know? And he give the boy credit, he got up and carried on playing, but he just couldn't.
No.
In the end. So yeah, it's a shame really. He's probably one of these players that it happens, isn't it? At certain clubs they have a lot of injuries. I'm trying to think of one.
Martial.
Yeah, and the one that went from Arsenal to United.
Van Persie.
Van Persie. Look at the season he had at United.
Yeah.
And yet every season he used to have at Argyle, he was always injured.
At Argyle? At Arsenal.
Arsenal, he was always injured.
Wish it was Argyle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know, and he come to, and I think he played nearly every game for United that season.
Under Fergie, he did, and won the league for us. Come on.
So
I think give him the Guard of Honour.
Yeah. So I think he's the type of player really that probably could do with leaving Everton, going somewhere else, and you never know, his luck could just change.
Hopefully for him, yeah. Mikalenko is more of a left back, but I want to play him every single game in that wide centre back role. I think he's got it in him, to be fair. I mean, he's tall enough to be a centre back, but I like the fact that we can play a wide centre back in this game and have the half back drop in there, and that gives Dwight McNeil a little bit of protection down here, to be honest. So we'll see how that goes, to be fair, and it's been playing out quite well. If I did best 11, it would change around. The reason why I put Beto on the right there is because it would change those two around. And I don't want Beto as a target forward on support because he suits the pressing forward so much better. I don't understand it. Because I think Calvert-Lewin's a good enough target forward by himself that he doesn't need to be switched around. I think it should be like that. So I've put him in that position anyway. Got Decore, we've got Onana in that half-back role. He's very good. We've obviously also got James Garner, who can play quite well in that deep line playmaker role. That's where I've been playing him. Mason Holgate's a weird one because I thought Tarkowski has been class for us in the start of the season. Tarkowski, Todibo, and Branthwaite, of course, is different. I want Mikalenko there. That's what I've been playing. So that's basically how I've been setting up the team at the start of the season, and it's done quite well. We've played 4 games, 3 games in the league.
To be honest, the fans would take that.
Yeah.
Win all the games and draw against Liverpool, they would definitely take that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we beat Arsenal, first game of the season, 2-0. Look who got the 2 goals in his debut.
Get in.
It was Beto. Then he got 2 goals in the next game as well.
He left that late, didn't he?
Both in the 90th minute. And then another 3-0 win against Stoke in the Premier League. Now, Stoke's in the Premier League because the thing where I use the update cannot predict the playoffs and who goes in the playoffs. So for some reason, Stoke came up. Liverpool, a 1-1 draw. Salah got a 69th minute equaliser. Then we beat Accrington Stanley.
Who?
3-0. Good start to the season.
This really is, well, in real life, this is a very important season for Everton, isn't it? Because this is the last season at Goodison, I think.
Before
they go to the new stadium. So, and they've never been out of the Premier League since it's existed.
It's going to be the best stadium in the Championship. I really hope it isn't. I hope Everton stay up.
No, that's right, yeah.
They've just signed Beto. I've stuck all my money on winning the league. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
He did look good as well, didn't he?
Mate, I'm going to pay money to go and watch him if he comes down to the Championship next season.
Yeah.
With Argo.
We are recording this at the start of September, so because we are way in advance in regards to like recording videos and stuff, thanks to obviously been able to get Dad down every single week now. It's been we've been able to get ahead, and that means we can do more videos, which is fantastic, and do more of the versus videos, which again is fantastic.
That's the ones we're aiming to do the most, but they take us so long to do, don't they?
Yeah, and that's thanks to patreon.com/Megaloot Gaming. The Patreon members have allowed us to do that, allowed me to hire Dad on a weekly basis and drop a day at work, and we're trying to reward you guys more than that, and thank you guys with more than that. So not only now will you get the saved game files of every single rebuild and every other video that you'd like on there on the £5 tier, but just being a Patreon member on any tier, me and Dad are going to do a weekly podcast, video and audio form on the Patreon. Okay, so any Patreon members from the £1.50 tier and above, there will also be access to that. So if you're in and I'm in, whether you want to support us financially and help Dad obviously in our ultimate goal of retiring the man, but you don't really like to save game fast, you don't really see any rewards, hopefully that's something that you'd like to see value in. We talked about the rebuilds that we have done the week that they come out. So this week that we're recording, for example, we've just done one, and it's the AC Milan Inter Milan one. That shows you how far in advance we are, because that was probably for you about 3 weeks ago. But we spoke about that. We spoke about the fixtures that come out that week and the results. Obviously, it was Man United Arsenal. So if you want to find out how much I was crying, you can also check that out. And we're talking about all sorts of things in regards to football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
First season, let's simulate it and see how we did. First season, 6th place.
That is one hell of a better response, isn't it?
Yeah. But we could have been in 5th place.
Oh, yeah. Last game of the season, we dropped
Last game of the season, we lost. And that's very annoying. So
we'd have been in Europe then.
We would have. We were knocked out of European competition by Chelsea. It's weird how like Crystal Palace is down in 16th. They've got Europa League. They're obviously winning some kind of cup.
Aston Villa's won something.
Same as Aston Villa. Same
Brentford's
as
won something.
So
Ooh.
yeah, it's a very weird league campaign because
it's interesting to see the teams they've put down as well.
Yeah, Luton, Burnley, Stoke.
Yeah.
So there we go. Beto, 29 goals. There's going to be a focal point on him, hopefully, and hopefully he doesn't leave. That would be harsh. So he's got 29 goals this season. Good start.
Yep, definitely.
Nowhere near, obviously, Erling Haaland, but
now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take that first season because we can still build on that now.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure.
I'll be disappointed from now on we finish lower than 6th.
Right, no pressure.
There you go.
No pressure whatsoever. There was a sting to the end of that compliment, wasn't it? Okay, competitions. How do we do? Quarter-final by Chelsea, 4th round by Manchester United.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's have a look then. 33 goals from Beto. Wanted. Unhappy.
Oh,
wants to move to a club with a stronger squad.
See, what did I tell you about buying squad players? There you go.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is also wanted as well. He got 19
the
goals this
want
season.
Well?
I know, yeah. It's Man City, Newcastle, Tottenham, Real Madrid.
Real Madrid is the one in it.
Yeah.
When Real Madrid come knocking.
Oh, it's time to go, isn't it? That's what Jude Bellingham said, wasn't it?
Yep.
Why would I go anywhere else when Real Madrid are calling? Okay, so I think Kepa Arrizabalaga said that too. He was like, no, I turned down clubs, and I turned down Bayern Munich because I wanted to go to Real Madrid. I was like, how the hell did you get either of those? Is Dad the manager of Bayern Munich and Real Madrid? What happened there? Okay, so our transfer budget for next season, £49 million.
It's not brilliant, but it's all right.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I would sell one of my strikers. We know which one he would sell. The one who gets injured all the time.
Yeah.
And go to Real Madrid and build on it.
All right. Okay, let's see what I would do, though. Great minds think alike, Dad. I also sold Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, you had to, really, yeah.
Unfortunately, I sold him to a Premier League side.
That's a problem.
But no Real Madrid offer came in.
All right.
But I did sell him for 50 million.
Oh, Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
that's
take
enough.
that.
For 12 goals, off you go.
Yeah,
Sayonara. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin leaves. He is now a Newcastle player. Who did I bring in to replace, or did I even replace him? Well, yes. I brought in 3 players at the start of the transfer window. The striker was Firmino. Now, this guy, 23 years of age, 6'3", good in the air. He
Finishing
replaces that.
17, aggression 16. Oh, I like this guy. Jumping reach 17.
He replaces the target forward in Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
He's younger, and I paid a fifth of the price.
That's a good buy.
That's a very good buy.
Yes.
2 seasons ago, he got 25 goals in the 2nd division of Spain, so not bad at
All right,
all.
that's good.
But yeah, we're very happy with that signing. I also signed Sheffield United's Anel Ahmedhodzic, the centre back. He's a quality centre back, to be fair. 25 years of age, £13.75 million. That's good. Happy with that. Oyhan Sanchez. Amount of times I've tried signing this guy, but he usually has a release clause in the hundreds of millions because he's at Bilbao. This time, 26 million I managed to pick him up for.
That's good.
From Bilbao.
Good player.
Yeah, very good player indeed. Not very often you'll see this player leave Athletic Bilbao, but this time was one of them, and we signed him for Everton. Good attacking midfielder. We also picked up Ravello on a free transfer. That's before I got Sanchez. Would I have signed him if I knew I was getting Sanchez? Not quite sure, because he is still decent in many different roles. He's a little bit younger, not quite as experienced, not quite as developed. Then we also picked up a good defender who can also play right back. Really good player, to be fair. Pacey.
Yeah, his physicals are very good now.
Exceptional,
Yeah.
to be fair. Yeah, really good. Do we like Jordan Pickford, Dad?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I don't think he's England's #1 keeper.
No. Ramsdale for me.
Yeah. For me, unfortunately, and people say about Arsenal and all that, but yeah, he's not England's #1 keeper. If it was me doing this rebuild, I'd be seriously thinking about, could I get someone in better?
Well, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Although Jordan Pickford on Football Manager is very good.
That is the thing, that they make out that he's good, and we're looking at him in real life, aren't we?
Yeah.
And Everton are not where they are for no reason.
No. Exactly.
They're letting in goals.
So I brought in Marmadashvili, Georgian goalkeeper from Valencia, £20 million. Didn't play that much last season. I'm going to let the assistant manager decide who is going to play in goal, because at this point he does pick Jordan Pickford, and I'm going to give Jordan Pickford the chance to do it.
Yeah, fine, it's fine, yeah.
So that is my starting 11, and that's exactly how, outside of that position, I want it to be.
Yeah.
Mikalenko's earned his right to play wide centre-back. Everybody else is in the positions that I'd want them to play. I think it's game on for the 2nd season. Schedule-wise, it's not been great, to be fair. There's 4 losses in a row.
Lost
2
to
against Newcastle, yeah.
Did he score against us?
He did. He got a 12-minute goal there,
he did.
unfortunately. But we did win against Leicester 2-1, and we also beat Arsenal 3-0. Come on.
Yeah.
At the new stadium too, which was the first game we played there. Big win against Arsenal. Then, unfortunately, we lost to Manchester United. But we are in Europa League.
Yeah.
Didn't think we would be, but we are. So we're in the league phase. Let's take a look at our fixtures in the Europa League. We've got Molde, Zurich, Nantes, Roma, Osasuna, Strasbourg, Ludogorets, and PSV.
We should go for it.
We should go for it.
Yeah.
2nd season, let's simulate it. Season number 2, top 4.
Brilliant.
This is a good start to this rebuild. And I'm higher than the 6th place, which Dad challenged me at earlier.
Yeah.
Champions League football in the 3rd season at Everton.
We're doing it, aren't we?
Yeah, 69 points.
Strengthen the defence up. Get a goal scorer in.
Yeah, exactly. 69 points, that's a naughty number. Manchester City are the champions this time round, no surprise. Beta with 22 goals. It's less than what he got last season. Yeah. Second highest average rating, though, in behind Erling Haaland. James Garner, 12 assists.
I think all we need now, really, is the 2nd goal scorer. Someone to help Beta as well. I think that's all we need, really.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, we had Firmino come in. I don't think he's probably the goal scorer that we need. We might need to look at possibly changing the shape and formation if we want to get an additional striker to score goals too. Competitions, though. 1st season back in Europe for the very first time in such a long time for Everton. Quarter-final by Feyenoord. Speaking of which, Dad, that was Feyenoord versus PSG in the latest rebuild battle. Make sure you go check that one out. That happened last week.
What a rebuild that was, eh?
Very good indeed. Semi-final by Manchester United in the FA Cup. 2nd round by Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. That's unfortunate. Man United beat Tottenham in the final.
Had to be, didn't it? I'm sure you goes beyond the scenes and writes all this out. You know?
Oh, there we go. Okay, happy days. Second season, we got 35 goals from Beto. Chimiti, who is the youngster that they signed with 19.
Yeah.
He's okay. He's only 21. Sometimes he turns into an absolute baller. Sometimes he becomes quite bang average. Attribute-wise, he looks very bang average, but he's still got 19 goals.
That's good.
In only 20 starts.
Yeah.
Firmino only got 19 goals and he had 42 starts. And he only had one more assist. And had a lower average rating.
Yeah.
Do we have a better player on our hands here in Chimiti?
Ooh.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Assist-wise, Oyen Sanchez got a few. Dwight McNeil got 17. James Garner got 15. It's okay. It's a good season. Average rating-wise is what I'm quite impressed with. The amount of greens that we have there, above 7.
I think that's a really good season. I don't know about just good season. It's a really good season.
Yeah, I agree. Transfer budget, we've got another £16 million, just short of that. We've got a couple of players who are leaving as well. So it's all to play for Champions League football season number 3.
This is going to be hard now. To better this.
Okay, who do we bring in? A bit of a quiet transfer window, Dad. Only signed 2 players, one of them being Kaiki, Brazilian centre-back, 21 years of age. I think it's time to stop playing Mikalenko in that wide centre-back role and possibly utilising him in a different way. But Kaiki can play in both feet, so if we did keep with the same formation, I thought, well, as a wide centre-back, he's quite a good option, to be fair. So we bring him in, £29.5 million from Almeria, a good centre-back with a good potential, and he's only 21.
Right, yeah,
okay, happy days. Then we spent the rest of our transfer budget on a Celtic player in Matt O'Reilly, who is English, so he counts towards the homegrown status, because that's obviously quite important, especially when you go into Europe as well. You need like 8 players to qualify.
His physicals are very good, aren't they?
Very good indeed, and he only cost us £20 million. I think he's a very good, like, box-to-box midfielder. He can do a number of different roles. Kind of like an expert of nothing, but whatever that's saying. I don't know. Tactically, we're going with what we had previous.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, it's got us into the top 4.
Oh, but you're nailing the goalkeeper, eh?
Yeah, because last season, he didn't play as much as what I thought he would. Only 10 games in the league, conceded 12, 2 clean sheets. So Jordan Pickford did play more. So I want to give this guy a go.
Right.
Instead of T-Rex arms.
All right, yeah.
And we'll see. Because if we did do pick without restriction, Pickford goes in goal again.
I think he just naturally picks it, doesn't he?
Yeah. Kaiki, Ahmed Hozic, Tadibo. We've got a brand new back line now.
To be honest, I think if you're going to replace Pickford, you've got to replace him with a really good keeper that your assistant picks it up and says, he is better. But I think loyalty stands here, mate, I tell you.
Yeah, I agree.
But he is good on a lot of other things.
He is good on Football Manager. That's the trouble. As much as we question what he's like in real life and his antics that he gets up to sometimes, where he's like poking his tongue out even though they got beat, it's it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Kasunu actually goes in the right back role, but of course we've got Patterson who can play there too.
And O'Reilly straight in as well.
Yeah, and O'Reilly straight in that deep line playmaker role, which I actually quite like, to be fair. Beto and Nino up top again. Let's see what damage they can cause in the Champions League for us. Number 9, number 10. Schedule-wise, we've played Tottenham first game of the season. We beat them 5-2. We also beat Aston Villa 2-1. But we lost to Leeds, but we did have a player sent off in the 32nd minute.
Oh, that don't help, does it?
No,
we were 0-0 up to then as well.
And then we beat Brighton 2-1.
That's another good result.
Yeah. So our Champions League fixtures for Everton in just season number 3. We've got Salzburg, Dinamo, Benfica, Villarreal, Trabzonspor, Celtic, Inter, Feyenoord. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, we should qualify with that.
We should. Yeah. There's 5 games in there that I think we should be winning.
We should do, yeah.
So going into this,
I think we finished 4th. Was it finished 4th?
Yeah.
So we're only fighting to get better. We're only fighting for 3 places.
Yeah. Good maths.
But we've won the league 9 times before, so we're quite capable. I mean, the last time we won the league was 1986, 87, so it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So 3 positions we're playing for. Let's go for it.
Let's go for one of them. All right, no pressure. We got 3 seasons to do it. Let's see how we do in season number 3. It ends with us finishing in 6th place, so we have dropped down.
3 points beyond what we had last season.
Yeah, which is not too bad, really, considering we're playing at a higher level now.
It's consistency, isn't it? You know, the points-wise, 69 last season, 66 this season.
We jumped above Tottenham Hotspur in that final game of the season there because they drew and we won, but we have a higher goal difference. Manchester City win the league again with a low tally at 77, to be fair. Beto, 29 goals. There's only one man who keeps beating him every single season, and it's very annoying, isn't it?
I mean, the league table itself, I would agree with that, except for 2 teams. I would take out United and put Spurs there, and then I would agree with it.
Oh, it's hard to argue.
We just give you an hammer the other day.
I know. One thing I didn't mention Plymouth Argyle got relegated, which means they were in the Premier League.
We didn't see that, did we?
No, that's cool.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, they won 7 games.
Who was that against?
They beat Villa, Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth.
It's all teams that you'd want them to win against.
Yeah, they beat every team that starts with a B. Other than that, they couldn't win a game. Fulham, Leicester, and Aston Villa. They also drew 7 games. Birmingham, Man United at home. Man United at home park.
We'd have been there, mate.
Yeah, we'd have been there. That'd have been class. So yeah.
So they didn't get nothing out of Spurs.
No, they lost both times to Spurs. But they didn't get nothing out of us either.
No.
At Everton. So that's the main thing.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
This is an Everton rebuild, Dad.
All
so
right,
focusing on Spurs. But Chelsea are finishing the Champions League spot despite finishing in 9th place, which possibly means that they won the Europa League.
Yeah.
We were in the Champions League, though. It doesn't say Champions League there, which means we probably didn't win it. Did we win anything else? No. Semi-final
against PSG.
We got there. We got very close. Fortunately, we lost 6-2 to PSG in the semi-final.
Look at the other semi-final. We were the ranked outsiders there, weren't we?
Yeah. PSG beat Man City at the Bernabeu, which, funny enough, Real Madrid were in the semi-final. They lost the chance to play at home in the final. Okay.
That's a good season, though, mate, I think.
Very good.
Yeah.
The league phase, we finished in 6th place. We won 6 games. Feyenoord, Celtic, Trabzon. Those 2 teams you were manager of.
Yeah.
Trabzonspor, Villarreal, Dinamo, and Salzburg. We only lost 2. Inter Milan and Benfica. I'm very happy with that. I'm exceptionally happy with that. That's really good.
There's another 2 teams I was manager as well.
Yeah.
Inter and Benfica.
That's true. Okay. Then, I didn't have a look at that. We went into the round of 16. We beat Leipzig, knocked Leipzig out. Very good. Quarterfinal, we knocked out a big boy. I was hoping to see one of them. Barcelona in the quarterfinal. That is quality.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Okay, and then obviously PSG in the semi. Squad-wise, 39 goals for Beto.
That's better.
It's good, but it's not Beto levels, is it? We know Beto can get.
We're talking about the Premier League here, mate.
I know.
You know, Harry Kane bangs in like nearly 30 goals every season.
Gone.
We think
he's gone. Let it go.
Yeah, but what we're saying is what he's worth and what we sold him for. He bangs in like between 25 and 30 goals every season.
Yeah.
Your guy's just banged in 40 goals. You cannot be unhappy with that.
I'm not
surely.
Unhappy. But we know Beto can be a 60-goal player at times.
You're talking 60 goals? Leading goal scorer for Everton.
Dixie Dean
scored in 1 season.
Yeah.
60 goals.
Yeah.
Still hasn't been beaten.
Never. I think.
Well, Erling Haaland was. Well, you know, it looked like he was going to do it at one stage.
He was only at 48 in the end.
Yeah.
Only,
yeah.
Only at 48.
So that puts that into perspective. That is good.
Yeah, that is very good.
In the Premier League.
Firmino got 16. Tremiti got 15. So the 2 backups getting 15 and 16 there is not too bad. Dwight McNeil with the highest amount of assists, but the only player to get double figures in assists this season. A little bit of a drop off there. But still, transfer budget wise, again, it's roughly about the same. That £54 million mark. It's as expected, to be honest. I don't think, unless we had a few good seasons in the Champions League, we would expect to see that much because of Everton's finances, of course, building that brand new stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. Season number 4. Dad, I sold Dwight McNeil.
All right.
Manchester City came in for him, £43 million. So double what they paid for him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't afford to turn that down. It's just double your transfer.
My transfer budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, although he is English, he's still only 26, good potential, etc. No, we've sold him. He wasn't the only player, though. We've also sold Firmino for £27 million to Saudi Arabia. He was good.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit disappointed he wasn't better.
Yeah.
I mean, just a little bit. Not double figures.
I think we're better over there. We need that other person right beside him who's going to be better than what he is, though.
Yeah, absolutely. But the players that we brought in, Dad, I think this is my best season easily. Right. We also sold Ravella for £7.5 million. The first sign I brought in was Ryan Aït-Nouri, who's a fantastic left back, and he's really grown into a quality player as well, to be fair. So
yeah, he's good.
He's exceptional. From Wolves, £38.5 million. That was the main position I wanted to go for.
I think that's a good buy, £38 million.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
For honestly, nearly a world-class left back at this point. Then a free transfer, Pedro Gonçalves, and that is an unbelievable free transfer pickup because he is exceptional.
Yeah.
Plays in a number of different positions. What is that, Dad?
That's a squad player, isn't it?
That's a squad player and a half.
Yeah, definitely.
Free transfer. He got 9 goals.
Mate,
last
you're learning
season.
off me. You're buying squad players now.
Wait till I fail in this rebuild now. Pedro Gonçalves, first free transfer. Then I signed a player I've never even heard of, Romain Mundle, but he's English.
Right.
And the reason why I've never heard of him, he come through the Tottenham Youth Academy, and that's never any good, is it? No wonder why he pissed off the Belgium. We brought him in, though, for £17.5 million. He looks quite good, too.
Yeah.
Good off the ball, good vision, composure, anticipation. Comes from that left-hand side, but can also play in behind the striker. Not bad. £17.5 million. He's come off the bench 3 times, started twice. He's got a goal and an assist. Happy with that.
Yeah.
Then Cheikh Doucouré from Crystal Palace. Good CDM.
Yeah.
Very good CDM. Good passing ability, vision. £17.75 million. An absolute steal. But of course, Crystal Palace got themselves relegated. So he's actually cost quite a lot compared to what he would do in the Premier League. Now this was the main signing of the summer.
76 million.
A lot of money from Mohamed Kudus. Of course, recently moved from Ajax to West Ham.
I do like that.
Yeah, but what is
any
a
striker with finishing
player?
like that, dribbling and first touch, and then got the aggression and anticipation to go with it, and then also got the physicals to go with it. That's a good signing.
Yeah, he plays more of a centre attack midfielder, but he can play in midfield or on the right or as a striker, and he just suits all of those positions, whatever way you look at him, because he's
a lot of money for a squad player, but yeah, I like that.
I don't sign squad players like that. £76 million. He's got 2 goals and an assist so far,
Brilliant.
Dad.
Yeah, brilliant.
He had already played 1 game for West Ham. Last season, he got 15 goals for West Ham.
That's good.
In 30 appearances.
Yeah.
I don't think he played up front.
No.
So, exceptionally good. So, I've changed tactically, which is probably obvious from the amount of signings that I made.
Yeah.
I'm going to this.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go for one up front.
Yeah.
You had to, really. With the players that you've signed, you were better having them 3 behind, weren't you?
Yeah. So now we are looking at 2 very good wing backs that we've got. We've still got 2 wide centre backs now, not just 1, but we've got another ball playing defender in there. The half back role stays, but instead of having the 2 in front, we've got 3 up there now in behind the striker. So a little bit of a different formation change, and this is what it would look like if I did quick pick.
Yeah.
So Kasuno and Aït-Nouri. Branthwaite, okay, if he plays Branthwaite a lot, I don't mind too much. He's a youngster, he's Evertonian through the youth academy. Is he, or did they sign him? No, Carlisle and Blackburn. So they've signed him $750k from Carlisle. So majority of his young career, he's come through the Everton youth teams. Todibo, obviously a first season signing. O'Reilly in that halfback role, which did surprise me.
Yeah.
I thought it'd mainly be either Garner, Doucouré, or Onana.
Yeah.
But
it's 2 good players to leave out, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kaiki's actually on the bench too. So I think now that we've got really good options from the bench, we just don't have a big squad.
No.
But we've got a lot of players who can play in loads of different positions.
Yeah.
Kudus, Sanchez, and Gonçalves with Beto up front.
I mean, the forward line is good.
Yeah, and we got Chimiti who can play up front should we need him to.
Yeah.
Schedule-wise then, it looks like this.
Very
we
good.
beat Tottenham, first game of the season.
Again.
3-1. Beto hat-trick.
I'll get in and Beto.
Mohamed Kudus scored in the first minute of the game against Man City, and then Dwight McNeil scored a hat-trick. Typical, isn't it? It just had to happen.
Haaland don't score, then someone else just comes in who we sell.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Bournemouth 4-1 away from home, though. Good start there. 2-0 against Cardiff, who got themselves promoted, and 2-0 against Newcastle.
That's a good result.
Yeah, away from home too.
Yeah.
We're in the Europa League this season, Dad, and our fixtures look like this. Celtic, Villarreal, Besiktas, Olympia, Slovan Bratislava, Sporting, who we've just got Gonçalves from, SK Stern,
Right,
and
we're through.
Vålerenga. We are through.
We're through on that.
We've got to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be disappointed we don't actually win that.
Really?
Yeah. We just got we got the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Yeah,
and we just made our side better.
Still teams like Napoli. There's still big
Benfica.
Teams in there. Benfica,
Roma, Dortmund, yeah.
Still hard teams in there.
I'll be disappointed we don't win it.
Tottenham's in there as well.
Oh, we'll get to the final then.
I knew that would change his mind. Okay, let's simulate this 4th season. 4th season, and we've dropped down to 10th place. That's very bad.
Yes.
It also looks like Tottenham managed to
season, yeah.
pip us
Yeah.
on that last game of the season.
The biggest surprise is seeing who's won the league.
Come on. Man City's dropped down to 4th.
Yeah.
West Ham's up there. We gave them all that money for Mohamed Kudus, and then they go and do that. Who did they bring in then? Nagelsmann's their manager as well. I mean, that's a bit of an upgrade, isn't it?
Yeah.
David Moyes and Nagelsmann. Yeah, we bought off of
Calvert-Lewin as well.
Yeah, they bought Calvert-Lewin. Oh, they've loaned him off of Newcastle. They also got Vitinha, who is unbelievable up front.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they scored loads
Did
of
Calvert-Lewin
goals.
score many goals? Have a look. How did he get on?
He's joining on a freebie as well. He got 17 for them. Double figures for them. He only got once in the double figures there for us, but yeah, he sold 50 million.
Newcastle, he didn't do much, did he?
He came off the bench a lot for
Yeah.
Newcastle. 18 appearances off the bench and those 30. Then he didn't play the next season, probably injured. But there we go. So they spent quite a lot of money and it worked for them.
Yeah.
However, competition-wise, how else did we do? Europa League winners.
Get in.
Europa League winners. On penalties, we beat Roma in the final.
Ooh.
Jose Mourinho? It was. Of course it was.
Unlucky to the chosen one.
On
We're the
penalties,
chosen ones now.
we are. Tammy Abraham, your boy Tammy, missed the penalty. That decided it. I know. Sanchez scored his during the game, and then Beto, Garner, O'Reilly, Kaiki, and Onana scored. And we are Europa League champions.
Get in.
Happy with that.
Yes.
Can't beat that. That's unbelievable. Right. Very good stuff. 4th round of the FA Cup by Nottingham Forest. 4th round by Chelsea.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's the reason why I didn't show you that page, because of the Champions League. But Beto got 31. He's closed the gap.
Yeah.
He's just 1 behind, or 2 behind Erling Haaland now. Gonçalves and Matt O'Reilly both on 12 assists. James Maddison's playing for Man United. No wonder why they won the league. They signed your best player.
Yeah.
And Rasmus Højlund's up there banging in the goals. Look how good he is. Unbelievable. Hopefully he gets like that in real life. But most man of the matches was Beto.
Get in.
Lovely stuff. Squad-wise then, 45 goals from Beto. That's getting there. That's getting there.
Yeah.
18 from Sanchez, 15 from Chimiti, 11 from Mundell. Caduce got less than what I thought, but he had such a good average rating. I don't think you can be mad at all.
No.
Same as Matt O'Reilly, 21 assists from Matt O'Reilly. Pedro Gonçalves, the same, 15 assists. They're just setting up Beto, really. I think that's the long and short of it. He's done exceptionally well.
Pickford still got on 11 times.
Yeah.
Well, he probably played in the cup games and nearly still played 47
times. Yeah, might have been injured for a little bit.
I mean, that goes to show as well. You locked in what we think was a better keeper, and we've gone and won a cup.
Yeah. Well, we didn't lock him in that 4th season, did we?
I thought you locked him in.
Not in the 4th season, I don't think I did.
Oh, right.
I think that was just the 3rd season.
Yeah.
Transfer-wise then, £69 million
better.
next season.
Yeah,
It's going up a little bit.
Yeah, well, you win a European Cup. We're in the Champions League again,
In
aren't
the
we?
Champions League again. Okay. 5th season. Who do we bring in? We sold another player to West Ham, Kasunu. So
Right.
they're picking our players off
Yeah.
now. £54 million. That's another big signing for them. And we also sold another $68 million because Jared Branthwaite, I don't know how, went to Dortmund for $56 million.
Well, our assistant obviously knew more than we knew because our assistant was putting him in, wasn't it?
He
We
was.
were going, we don't know why, but
Yeah.
we'll go with it.
I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm like, that is not a $56 million player.
No.
No way, Jose. But that's what they spent.
We'll take it.
So, 25 years of age. He's even capped for England.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Which meant I had to replace 2 defenders, of course.
Yeah.
So, I did bring in... Let's have a look. The first signing I made was from Bournemouth, Ilyash Mariba. Really good centre mid. Look at the mentals and physicals.
I'm going to have to write that name down tonight. Come on, that's brilliant, isn't it?
He is very good indeed.
It's not very often you get the physicals like that.
No.
Not one below 14.
He reminds me of Yaya Toure. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Yaya Toure on Football Manager is just unbelievable physicals, really good going forward. £42 million. Bournemouth only paid £65 million last season, but I got a feeling they got relegated this year. Yeah, they're in the Championship. So we picked them off on a relegation release clause of £42 million. So I think that was a good deal, really, because he's arguably probably one of their best players.
Yeah.
The centre-back situation, though, I went for Arthur Theat. So I brought him in, 27 years of age. Really good player.
Another one with physicals good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're picking these boys up, aren't you, mate?
Oh, yeah. So he is £77 million from Monaco, moved from Rennes in the second season there for £30 million. We picked him up. He is exceptionally good. Only 6'1", but I think we can handle that because he's very good on the ball.
I mean, he's good in the air as well.
Yeah, so that's a good signing.
Yeah.
Now, the next 2, you won't be able to write down because they're both new gens. I spent a little bit of money. So you Patreon members, you've got some quality players coming in here for the next 5 years because Sergej Sijko is a centre midfielder, centre attacking midfielder, but he looks great for 19,
for 19,
right?
definitely.
Woo! He's Russian, 19 years of age, picked him up from Zenit, £31 million. He had an unbelievable season last year, and he started off quite well in the Premier League too with 1 goal and 4 assists in four games. We've also picked up Marian Stojilkovic. Nailed it.
Yeah.
He's better in the centre attacking midfield players. So I brought in 3 midfielders here.
Yeah.
But I think they all improve.
2 of them for the future, innit?
For the future, yeah. But I mean, this guy can still get some minutes for sure. 16 passing, 18 vision. Really good stamina, good agility, which I think is quite crucial in these little positions here and around the box. Good agility. And he's 6'2", so he's a bit of a powerhouse as well. £5 million.
It's a bargain, isn't it?
Yeah. Red Star is always a team you got to look for to try and pick off some of their youngsters coming through, because that is an absolute steal. He got 8 assists last year, but a very good player indeed. And my scouts found 2 quality players there. I didn't find them. My scouts did. So there we go. Tactically, I've changed it. So instead of having the wide midfielders or the wide fullbacks with halfback, now that we've got Mariba come in and we've also got a couple of other good CDMs that we can play there, I think going with more in midfield and then only having 1 less centre back, because we sold 2 of them.
Yeah.
And we only brought in 1. I think that's the better option to go for in this 5th and final season. 2 shadow strikers which can go wide. The wing backs can still help as well. The best 11 looks like this, and they're already linking up quite nicely up front there with Gonçalves, Sanchez, Kudus and Beto. Didn't have to worry about that. Ike Nori, Patterson at the back, Tadibo, Fiat and Mamadashvili in goal.
Right.
So, obviously Decore and O'Reilly went in there. I wanted to play Mariba, who's not naturally fitted to play that CDM role. He can play there, but he's a way better player, so I wanted him to play in that role. Schedule-wise, how did we do? We had the Super Cup. We lost that to Chelsea, but the rest of the games was very good. 3-1 against Manchester United at the start of the season. Reece Owens scored. New gen. Come through the youth academy.
Here we go.
Yes.
So we've got our own players coming through as well.
We've even got our own players coming through. I loaned him out last season to Fenerbahce. He got 5 goals in 31 games. I played him in 1 game this season and he scored in it, the first game of the season, and that was because Beto was injured. And I played him instead of Chimiti and he scored. Happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Chelsea, we obviously lost. Fulham, we won 3-0. Away from home. We got a new signing score in there as well. 7-1 against Blackburn. Beto's back. He got 4.
If Argo can beat them, we should beat them.
Yeah, and West Ham, after they stole another one of our players, we beat them 2-0.
Yes, get in.
Let's go. Man City next, so that's going to be difficult. But anyway, Champions League fixtures. We've got Borussia Dortmund, Partizan, Galatasaray, Inter Milan, PSV, St. Gallen, Napoli and Real Madrid. 2 hard ones at the end there. I think we can still go through. I think we could be able to at least get in the playoffs, definitely.
Yeah.
But
let's go for the playoffs.
Let's
make our way through the playoffs, yeah.
Okay, 5th and final season, Dad. Anything else to add?
FA Cup. I want an FA Cup.
FA Cup.
We haven't had
no luck in the cups.
No luck in the cups at all. Let's have a cup then.
All right, okay. We've got a European trophy, but no domestic cups. Let's get that FA Cup, because Everton, that's quite a big name with the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They've won it a few times.
Yeah, they've won it 5 times.
5 times.
They've won the League Cup twice.
So quite synonymous with the FA Cup. Let's see if we can pick one up.
Yeah, come on.
5th season. 2nd place.
When he lost it by 2 points as well.
In behind Manchester United.
Get in.
That's huge. What a season that is. Liverpool all the way down in 10th. They got European football next season somehow. They've won something.
Yeah.
Blackburn, Southampton, Middlesbrough go down. We're above every other team other than Manchester United. We just drew 1 more game than them, which is very annoying. We also lost them when we played at Old Trafford.
Was better as well, so we would have pipped it.
Yeah. We only lost 1 home game. The new stadium.
Mate, what I always say, you've got to win your own games.
Yeah. Got to win your own games. Got to get squad players. Beto finally got that golden boot.
Get in.
Deserved it. We did a rebuild just on you, fella, and you're finally showing
up. Let us
up.
down. Average rain, Beto.
Beto, there we go. Matt O'Reilly had the highest amount of assists, along with Kudus
Player
as well.
of the match.
Player of the match.
Beto.
There we go. Lovely stuff.
3.
We just need him to keep scoring in other competitions, including the FA Cup.
Get in!
Or the Champions League. Champions League winners.
We've done a treble. We've won the League Cup as well.
No, we haven't done a treble.
Oh, no, we didn't win the league, did we?
We didn't win the league.
No,
we didn't win the league. We were top for a while, though. We can see by this past position, we were top.
Mate, we've won the Champions League, though.
But we won the Champions League and the Carabao Cup. I had no idea. Let's look at the Carabao Cup. We beat Arsenal in the final. 1-0. Kaiki, 93rd minute. Oh, clutch. Absolute clutch. That's very good. Brentford won it. Brentford's won it 3 out of 4 times there. Unbelievable from you, bees. Lovely.
We won the Champions League.
But we won the Champions League. We beat Juventus in the final. Pedro Gonçalves, Kudus, and Beto with a penalty as well. Lovely stuff. Okay, how did we get there, though? The league phase.
I bet you put on with Everton with Beto. It could look good, though, couldn't it? They won the Champions League.
I keep saying, as a joke,
yeah,
that Everton's going to win the Premier League this year, and I put all my money on it, and when I get my winnings, I'm putting them all on to win the Champions League the season after, because that's how good Beto is. Proof in the pudding here.
So that's even better, isn't it?
Finished in 5th
We thought we'd
place.
struggle with that, didn't we?
Yeah, only lost to Real Madrid and Inter. 1-6. Stuffed Napoli. 4-0. 10-1 against Partizan. 6-0 against Galatasaray. 4-1 away at Dortmund.
That 6-0 at Galatasaray is a hell of a result.
Yeah.
That is
Welcome to hell.
there.
Was he the top scorer at the... Yeah, he was the top scorer of the competition. Oh, yeah. So that put us then in the round of 16, which we then knocked out Liverpool 5-0.
This is getting even better. That's a treble for you then, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
That is a treble for you.
Because that is embarrassing. 5-0 against our Merseyside rivals.
One of those games was 0-0 though, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first one.
So which one was which? We beat them 5-0 at home.
5-0 at home.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. That place is a fortress.
Yes.
The Bramley Moore Dock Stadium is a fortress. That was a round of 16. The quarter-final, we eliminated PSG and Victor Osimhen, who had scored 15 goals in the competition, 9-2. Beto got 4 at the Bramley Moore Dock Stadium.
Oh, this is so good, isn't it?
This is unbelievable. The guy is an absolute machine. Into the semi-final. Who did we demolish in the semi-final? Let's have a look. It was West Ham.
Hey, get it.
I could have asked for a better club to meet after the little connection that we've had in this rebuild.
6-0 on aggregate. So we must have demolished them at 4-0 at home. Oh, only 2-0.
4-0 away from home. 2-0 at home. So, yeah, when we went to London, we smashed them 4-0. Unbelievable. And like the new gen's getting player of the match there. He got player of the match, and he's grown quite nicely as well. Unbelievable. And then, of course, into the final where we beat Juventus 3-0.
Get in.
Beto, our bloody hero. He got 57 goals this season. Very good stuff.
I wonder if he won the best player of the year for the
Ballon d'Or.
Ballon
We never
d'Or.
checked the Ballon d'Or, but let's check it. The only annoying thing is it would be for the next season.
Yeah.
So
you
he
might not be able to
hasn't
come
come up. However, Patreon members,
Yeah, you got to let us know.
if he wins it,
Because
let us know.
he won the Premier League Golden Boot. He's won the Champions League Golden Boot.
as well as the Champions League.
Yeah, so as well, yeah, and the goals he was scoring in the semi-final and all that, he's got to have won it. And
What would
let
top
us know.
it off as
Anybody
well?
takes us over, let us know if he did win it.
He's only played 6 times for Portugal, which is that's mental.
Man, that's going to change, isn't it?
That's gotta change.
Now he's in the Premier League.
Like if they take him to the Euros, I think it would be in this year. Yeah, it would be Euros. Then if they win that, then he has to win the Ballon d'Or. So you have to let us know. But yeah, he got 57 goals. Pedro Gonçalves, his Portuguese teammate, got 20 and 22 assists.
He only just messed up Dixie Dean's record as well.
It did. Well, that was only in the league, Dixie.
Yeah,
Dean.
oh yeah, true, yeah.
So
yeah.
in the league, he only got what, 30, something like that.
I just can't
33.
focus because we've done so much.
I know. Unbelievable. Kudus had a great season. Jamiti got 18 goals there. Sanchez got a lot of goals as well. Huge amount. Transfer budget, you got £71 million Patreon members. Should you wish to take this on, patreon.com/MegaLoopGaming on the £5 tier. But remember, on any tier, if you just want to support, myself and my dad has done a video on there every single week since we've been putting one up, talking about each rebuild, talking about each football that's been happening that weekend. So let us know what your thoughts are, and if you'd like to sign up, patreon.com/OmegaLoopGaming. I'll leave a link at the top of the description. Alright, thank you very much. Anything else, Dad? What's the challenge that you want them to do?
There's only one challenge I can do, really. We've got to win the league.
Yeah, and the FA Cup.
I'm always the FA Cup, man, but to win the Champions League Cup and we won the League Cup, you've given me the cups I wanted.
So that's the first ever Champions League that they've won.
Yeah.
So can you get us another Premier League?
Beto.
With Beto, yeah. Get us a Premier League, get us an FA Cup, and let us know whether he wins
Mate,
that
we've only
Ballon
done
d'Or.
this video because Beto signed from, and look what happens.
I know.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Evertonians, you're in for a fantastic future.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you next Monday for another rebuild. Bye-bye.